Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Sorry, I'm having still a sore throat, but I still manage. But that's the reason I couldn't actually keep up my promise yesterday of coming and doing all the team's preview. Unfortunately, that plan faltered of mine, and I do apologize that I was not in a position to even come and inform you because I did say when I actually did the South Africa England ODI that I'll be keep an eye on cricket happenings and I'll be coming on a frequent basis. But I'm extremely sorry, dear fans and subscribers, if at all any of my friends and subscribers were really waiting for that. I really do apologize. But my throat is still sore, but today, yes, I'm going to go the whole hog. And today, as far as what we have on the menu today, as far as the cricket happening show is concerned, is we had the warm-up match which happened, which was to be decided with the Duckworth-Lewis method, but I thought India definitely were on the course for victory. In the end, India won the match against New Zealand by the Duckworth-Lewis method by 45 runs, with New Zealand not putting up a good show, I'm afraid. Nevertheless, I'll talk about that, and then I will also look at there's the final ODI which is coming up, but it's a mere formality as England have already clinched the ODI series yesterday, so that is a mere formality coming up. And Afghanistan have floated a new T20 league which is going to kick off in the month of July, and they have roped in some international stars as well. So some Afghanistan, some West Indies players, some Zimbabwe players, and I think that's a great start for Afghanistan for the T20. They've got a lot of Pakistan players, and I think you can't expect a better start. I mean, this is great encouragement for Afghanistan cricket, I reckon. Well, so we'll come back to that later. So I'm not going to get into those details. And once I do this, time permitting, what I will do on the same cricket happening show right now while I'm talking to you on the show, I will do a very brief preview of since we are talking about India, New Zealand, let's go India, New Zealand and do a preview of these two teams as to what their chances are in the Champions Trophy. Now, let's have a look first at the New Zealand-India game. Well, it was a perfect batting strip here at the Kennington Oval in London, and New Zealand definitely struggled. The only man who actually played well was Lew Cronkey at the top of the order. He did a good job. In fact, he had one beautiful six where he picked up Shami from the off stump and smote him into the cow corner. But there was a good, wonderful 66. But other than that, if you look at the New Zealand innings, Mohammad Shami, it was good to see Mohammad Shami amongst the wickets. He was a bit costly, but nevertheless, he was amongst the wickets, and that was good news for India. Because Mohammad Shami, to me, will play a pivotal role in this Champions Trophy for India, because he's a man who has pace. He's like a Mark Wood bowler, I would say, because he will generate pace. He hits his straps pretty quickly, and he can get the ball to talk both ways. So Martin Guptill trying to actually hold out to Kumar, trying to hit Mohammad Shami over the top. Kumar taking his catch. He was gone for now 7 deliveries, 1-4. After that, Lew Cronkey was in an entertaining mode. He was really stroking the ball very sweetly. Kane Williamson was actually played a bit close to his body, a ball which and Rahane took the catch. He was gone for 8 of 2 fours. Neil Broom was the next victim, nicking an outswinger from Mohammad Shami to the hands of Dhoni behind the stumps for a duck. Anderson was bowled by Kumar for 13. Santner was a victim of Ashwin. After that, the spin twins took over. Jadeja and Ashwin picked up. Grandholm was stumped at the bowling of Jadeja for 4. And Lew Cronkey was the man at the top of the order, scoring a sweet 66 of 63, 6 fours and 2 sixes, the highest score. Other than that, James Neesham played a good hand to allow New Zealand to a total of 189 all out. But again, it was definitely a below par total on a very good batting strip at the Kennington Oval. Neesham was not around 46 or 47 deliveries with 6 fours. Min was a victim of Yadav. Saudi went to Kumar for 4, bowled out for Kumar. 189 all out, never a good score and not a good performance by New Zealand, I reckon, on under very good batting conditions. Shami 3 for 47. Good to see him come back. Hardik Pandya 6 overs for 49 was costly. He had, Luke Ronchi took heavy toll of Hardik Pandya as he slapped him for boundaries aplenty. Bumrah 4 overs, none for 14, did his job perfectly. 3 for 28 for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, another good job done. Jadeja 2 for 8, Ashwin bowled 6 overs, 1 for 32, Umesh Yadav 1 for 11. Now, as far as the Indian innings was concerned, it was definitely not a very hard exercise for India for sure. But the thing was that Ajinkya Rahane was really struggling, and he was a victim of a short delivery from Saudi. Scott by bowled for 7. Dhawan also did not look very convincing, I would say, but nevertheless contributed 40 or 59 balls. But Virat Kohli was really had shrugged off his IPL form, I reckon, as he was really getting into business in a very wonderful way. But again, I thought Virat Kohli did not, I wouldn't say it was the supremely confident Kohli. Probably he has to get into his groove, but nevertheless, he was there not around 52 or 55 balls with 6 fours. Dinesh Karthik struggled at the crease big time, and Bolt actually picked up his wicket from Knott, and Karthik was absolutely unhappy. As you know, Karthik came because of Manish Pandey not making the team because of an injury. Dhoni hit one very good 6, a very fortuitous 6, as I said, as Bolt actually palmed it into the, it was a hit of, I think it was Saudi was the bowler, and Bolt actually palmed it over the boundary. But Dhoni was not around 17 of 21 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 6, as Indian score read 129 for 3 of 26 overs. And that was the time the rain spelted at the Kennington Oval, and the match had to be called off. Thus, India were declared winners by the Duckworth-Lewis method. Saudi 1 for 37, Bolt 1 for 34, none for 20, 1 for 11 for Nisham, none for 22. So anyways, so that is as far as the India-New Zealand clash was concerned. Now let's talk about what I've already spoken about it, that the tomorrow's ODI is a mere formality between England and South Africa, with South Africa having already won it. And I already said that Afghanistan are going to play their first T20 league. South Africa are also going to be playing it this season, but Afghanistan came as a real surprise, and that is great encouragement. In fact, the ICC are sending some match referees as well, so that means the ICC is giving tremendous encouragement to Afghanistan, and Afghanistan CEO Stanikzai also needs to be lauded for his efforts of bringing the Afghanistan T20 league into fruition, as it will kick off in the month of July. Well, dear fans, I don't have much time to talk about that. So, as I said, I'm going to start the previews. So, today I'm going to first preview, as the Champions Trophy is just it's starting on Thursday. So, the countdown has already started. We are 3 days away from the Champions Trophy. So, let me start off with the defending champions, India. India are the defending champions for this Champions Trophy. And let's have a look at the Indian side. As far as India are concerned, I think the Indian bowling to me in English conditions is something which really helps, because if you look at the bowlers, I think the Indian bowlers are absolutely tailor-made for English conditions. Well, they are the defending champions, there's no doubt about it. But also they have won, and Mohammad Shami. If you look at the bowling, Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Hardik Pandya. I think first and foremost, I think India has a big credit on them, because the bowlers, Indian bowlers are basically tuned into English conditions, I reckon. This is my feeling. I think they are really made for English conditions, because most of them are not really express quick, but they can really swing the ball, and that's what is needed in English conditions. So I think India definitely tick the boxes as far as the bowling is concerned. And then they have the spin twins, Jadeja and Ashwin, and Umesh Yadav. I know it's really a competition for places. It'll be interesting to see what the team composition. Umesh Yadav is a much improved bowler, and I think the bowling is looking pretty strong for India in English conditions, I reckon. And as far as the batting is concerned, now batting, Today, I mean, batting will be whether Rohit Sharma and Yuvraj Singh are not playing, and Rohit Sharma, is a wonderful and what a successful opening pair this has been. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan. Ajinkya Rahane, well, he failed today, so one probably feels that Rohit Sharma will be the one who would be taking that place. So one would definitely love to see the very trusted opening pair of Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan open the innings. Virat Kohli, as I said, in IPL he really struggled, his team struggled, but definitely he has got off the blocks very well today. The innings that he played today, as I said, he was not supremely confident, but nevertheless one could see that Kohli strokes really coming out beautifully. So Virat Kohli is another one. I mean, he's also the captaining the side as well, as we all know. Is the captain of India in all the formats of the game. And Dhoni is another one who played well for the rising Pune Super Giants. He's also in some good nick as well. And as far as Dhoni is concerned, one thing is there. I can say very surely that Dhoni is relieved of the captaincy now. So I think there's a lot of, he would be a very relieved man. And one is hoping that Dhoni really comes up with some great fireworks in this championship, the Champions Trophy. And Karthik actually coming in place of Manish Pandey today actually failed to the bat, but he is too good a batsman, I suppose. He scored very prolifically in domestic matches in India, and one is hoping that Karthik will really come good. And he's also a very aggressive bloke too. He's really gets on to he's like a real terrier, I would say. Gets on to business. He's a good fielder as well. Kedar Jadhav, as you know, he had a very good time against England when England came to India with that wonderful, amazing innings that he played when he hit that 90 odd runs, I reckon. So Kedar Jadhav will be probably playing in England for the first time. So it will be a different ball game altogether, because in England one has to really suss up the conditions very well. The ball is going to really talk a lot. But as I said, of what we have seen in the warm-up matches and all, and also the predictions are that considering that it is being played now, one says that all those pitches where it is going to be played could be high-scoring affairs as well. So we could see some real runs, some great chases coming up in this Champions Trophy. And Jadhav, and then the all-rounders. India have a real wealth of all-rounders in the form of Ravindra Jadeja, Hardik Pandya, Ravichandran Ashwin. So, and as I said, it's a good composition. I mean, they are looking strong. They are defending champions. So it's real pressure on India, I would say, to actually live up to their billing in this particular tournament, because they are the defending champions as well. So there's a lot of pressure, I reckon. But it's all about really living up to the test and showing to the world that they are true defending champions here. They play like true defending champions in this Champions Trophy 2017. As far as now let's get on the second team preview. The second team preview is going to be New Zealand, and New Zealand, as you know, one thing that I would start off by saying that New Zealand have won this championship only once, and they were the winners in the year 2000. They finished finalists in the year 2009, but those things are different. There are different bunches of players. But so New Zealand have definitely won it once, and if you look at their career graph, I would say 1998 they reached the quarter-final, 2000 the winners, 2006 they reached the semi-finals, but other than that they were runners-up in 2009 as well. So they had a decent record in Champions Trophy, one could say, as far as New Zealand is concerned. And let's have a look at the New Zealand squad. The New Zealand squad, they definitely are lacking a bit of punch, and that's what New Zealand are prepared to do. They know, they're lacking that punch of Brendan McCullum, no doubt about it. Previously they had Brendan McCullum, but after the World Cup, this is the first major world tournament that is being held as far as ODIs are concerned, and I think they're lacking I wouldn't say they're lacking the firepower. They have definitely filled up the blanks there. But Brendan McCullum was something truly special, and but definitely they are going to have some real dynamite at the top with Martin Guptill, also another batsman who could be quite dangerous at times. And then they have Luke Ronke, who is a naturally an aggressive player, so that both can really clatter the bowling of the opposition and pick up as much runs as possible. So that would be pretty interesting, no doubt about it. So I think there is some firepower for New Zealand at the top of the order. And then the stabilizing force of Kane Williamson. But let me tell you that Kane Williamson is someone who has adapted to his game. He's the captain of the team as well. And he has adapted to the vagaries of the game pretty well. And he's one who can really take off. He's not the one who is going to really hit you hard, but he has that he can caress the ball, and he will play orthodox strokes to get his runs, and one would really see the scoreboard ticking. He can make sure that for sure. And then Neil Broom getting an opportunity, would like to really do well. He failed today in the warm-up game. And then they have some real good all-rounders, some solid all-rounders, I would say. Corey Anderson, a hard-hitting all-rounder. They have Santner, another very, very, I would say, a very sedate all-rounder. And Grandholm is another one in the almost, I wouldn't say, he's also a good hitter of the ball, Grandholm, and he's also a good bowler too. So, and then they have Jimmy Neesham as well. So there are a lot of four all-rounders in the mix as far as New Zealand are concerned. The bowling, as usual, they have the real I would say, real fizz in the form of a world-class opening bowling pair of Tim Southee and Trent Boult. And this will be in English conditions. They could be quite a force as well. And then Adam Min, and then they have Jitan Patel, who has very good knowledge of the conditions here in England. And he's another one who could really pose some problems for the opposition as well. Let us see. Today he actually, I'm trying to have a look at Jitan Patel as to what were his bowling figures today. But Jitan Patel did not bowl today, so that's what it says. There's no Jitan Patels on the bowling chart. So, but nevertheless, I think he's another one who knows the English conditions very well. So New Zealand definitely looking good. But one would not probably say that they have a chance, but you never know. I think they're a decent enough team, and they could really spring a surprise as well. Well, dear fans and subscribers, so with these two previews of India and New Zealand, I am going to end up this Cricket Happening show as of right now. But as I said today, I won't be going back on my promise. So you're going to see me coming again and again on this daily cricket show, no doubt about it. As I'll be back with you in the next show, which is coming up today. And till such time, just wait for me. And I will once again be seeing you all, this time with a preview of the other teams. We have 6 teams to preview, and I'm hoping to complete it today itself. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. And keep looking at Cricket Happenings. I'm going to be back shortly. Thank you.